under African sky.
Today we're going to obey a direct command of Jesus. Look at the birds of the air. And we're going to look at a few birds of the ground as well. As I said, this year the number of birds was distinctly down, so we had to look a little more carefully than usual. But how rewarding it was. I love the yellow-billed stork with his outrageously big beak. Their numbers are doing all right because they don't rely on insects, they rely on fish. I enjoyed watching them fishing. He slowly swings his head backwards and forwards with his beak slightly open until he senses a fish, and then you hear the snap like a mousetrap, and up he comes with a fish. I hope he catches some bigger ones sometimes because I don't think that one's going to keep him going. And then his first cousin, the spoonbill, with his strangely flattened beak. He also fishes by moving his head from side to side, but his flattened bill enables him to do it down in the mud, because he's looking for crabs and mollusks and other muddy creatures. By the way, notice the double-banded plover in the foreground. They're also doing okay because they don't rely on insects. And then the spoonbill catches a crab, and for quite a while he plays with it, dropping it in the water, picking it up again. I'm not sure if he's trying to subdue it or to wash it or get it in the right angle. But when he's ready, down it goes. And he carries on fishing. I've often wondered what it feels like to have a live crab scratching around in your stomach, but it doesn't seem to worry him. And then the delightful yellow-billed hornbill, with his ridiculous bill that's out of proportion to his body. He's quite comical, really, but very tame, so easy to photograph. I was really glad when we found this one with a great big juicy grasshopper. And I thought to myself, this is nature's way of controlling the locust population. No need for poisons. I'm not sure if the grasshopper appreciates the distinction, but I do. And as I said last time, even in early May, the temperature gets up to 32 degrees most days, and so the birds love their water. Here a pair of Cape turtle doves enjoying a swim. When we're camping, we take a portable plastic bird bath with us so that we can watch the birds right outside our tent, and they come. The crested barbet that always looks such a mess, I wonder if he got dressed in the dark. And then the arrow-marked babblers with their distinctive white downward-pointing arrows on their chest, and a dreadful raucous call that the Zulus liken to the cackle of old women. And they get chased away by a family of spurfowl, what we used to call francolin. These are Natal spurfowl with bright red beaks. I was so grateful that the 5 babies lined up next to the bird bath, just so that I could get decent photographs. And I thought what fun it'll be if they would all jump in and have a swim. But I was to be disappointed they don't swim. They much prefer to get down in the dust and have a dust bath, and the dustier and the sandier the better. They reminded me of little boys playing in the dirt, and you feel sorry for the mother who has to get them clean before she can put them to bed. I suppose it serves a purpose for the francolin. Maybe it keeps away lice, but I'm glad I don't have to do it that way. And so all of these wonderful birds and their fascinating behaviors. Now I've put together a montage of some of the birds we've seen. Just sit back and relax. And I put it to music that reminds us of what a wonderful world the Lord has given us.